Hey everyone, here's my review for Hot Tub Time Machine, the best name ever for a movie. Okay? Let me just get right straight into the review, okay? With the story of Hot Tub Time Machine. Pretty sure you'll figure out what that is just from the title, and maybe the poster too. Okay, now story in Hot Tub Time Machine, it's pretty simple. Whole bunch of guys, they used to be friends when they were younger. They decide one day just to, hook up and go to their old ski resort that they used to always go to. They go there, it's a complete dump pretty much. I mean, there's old people, cats everywhere, everything's shut down and stuff. And they decide, whatever, we still have a room reserved, let's stay here anyway. And they stay there. They decide, you know what, we're bored, let's go into a hot tub that's there. Magically just repairs itself, and they're like, you know what, screw it, it's a hot tub, let's go into it. They go in it, and somehow, some way, they get into a magical vortex of water, and they go into the past, 1986 to be exact, and hijinks ensues pretty much. The story is, I have to say, I still like the Hangover story. Everybody's comparing this to the Hangover. I like the story to the Hangover a little bit more, but this one is definitely fun, funny, and overall outrageous. I'll just say right there. I love the story in this movie. Let's just go straight to the acting. Great story overall. Okay, now the acting in this film was actually really good. Now acting in a comedy like this, you're going, all right, you're not going to see obviously Oscar caliber acting, but to be honest, you definitely believe that these guys were friends and cool buds one day, and they still are, but you definitely believe that in the past they used to be awesome buds. Now, obviously, they've been, they've grown up pretty much, and now they have an extra guy, Clark Duke, who is the little kid in the film. He's also in Kick-Ass. Not really a little kid. He's like 20 or something. So yeah, you definitely can tell that they used to be friends, and they still, in part, are friends. And in the movie, they become more and more friends. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, John Cusack is pretty much the star in this movie. That's the headliner of this movie because everybody else isn't that well known except Chevy Chase. And he does great, actually. I really liked his role in this. Uh, yeah, he was definitely funny. He wasn't the funniest, but he definitely did great in the role. Rob Corddry, on the other hand, he's hilarious. I always thought Rob Corddry was funny. Harold and Kumar, Escape from Guantanamo Bay, even though I thought, the first time I saw that it was hilarious. Second time, he was great in that role, and he's great in this role, too. He's very funny, I have to admit. Very, very funny, and he's hilarious. He's bald, so he has to be funny. Anyway, and let's go on to Craig Robinson. Let's go on to Craig Robinson. Yeah, let's go on with Craig Robinson. Craig Robinson is the black dude in this movie. I'll just say right there. And he's hilarious in this. He's hilarious in all those Judd Apatow movies. He was in a very short scene in Knocked Up, which was funny. He was in a movie a little while ago. No one noticed him. I noticed him, and even Spill.com said this. He was in Dragon Wars. That movie sucked. It was my number 10 worst movie of that year. But it's so bad, it's kind of good, I have to admit. And he was in that too, which was kind of cool. He wasn't really that funny, like Spill said, but I do remember him in there. He was skinnier. In this, he's, a big guy. He's funny, I have to admit, he's funny. And Clark Duke, I don't know him that much. I know he's in Kick-Ass, saw him in the trailer, saw him in this. I think I saw him in an earlier film, I forgot which one. But overall, he was great, and he was very funny. And some of the things that happened to him is really, really clever and very funny. So, and Chevy Chase, very short scene for very short role for Chevy Chase, but he's definitely funny. Mostly what he says to Clark Duke's character all the time. I don't want to ruin it. Don't want to ruin anything. So, anyway, yeah, the acting overall was fantastic and a very, very, very funny movie overall. So, like I just said, overall, the movie was very funny, very entertaining, went by like a breeze, to be honest, which tells me that I had a fun time, because if you're having a fun time, usually things go by really fast. Overall, like I said, funny movie. Funny, funny movie. Everybody should go see this. Sad that it's not doing so well. Friday it made $4.5 million. Not that great considering Hangover made $40 million in its first weekend. But maybe over time people will go back to this movie. It's a rated R movie, so it'll probably have a big drop off. I'm a big box office guy, so I kind of pay attention to the box office. I don't think it's going to do bad considering its budget was probably very cheap. I mean, they weren't in many places besides the special effects for the hot tub. They were in pretty much one place the whole time, and that was a ski resort. And yeah, it wasn't big budget anyway. So yeah, great movie. If I have to give it a score, I'm going to be more serious with this. I know a lot of people are like, damn, he gives a lot of nines and stuff. I'm gonna give this a 10. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna give. No, I'm not gonna be that. I'm gonna give it an 8.6. Very fun movie. You know what? Just to be nice, I'll give it 8.7. I'm never really sure on what score I'm gonna give these movies. I just kind of like think about it as I go along and think about what I'm saying. 8.7 for Hot Tub Time Machine. Definitely go see it. Even if you don't laugh your ass off, you'll still entertain it because that's what was Hangover. That was what Hangover was. When it wasn't funny, it was still entertaining because it was fun. Overall, that's what a comedy's supposed to do. When it's not funny, it's supposed to be still fun, and this is what this does. Overall, fantastic movie. Definitely go see it.